Warriors.
The Remedy. Solutions FM.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
News, sports.
Now listen. As a player, you owe yourself, your team, your coach, and your fans good health. Don't joke with your health. Your superpower is your good health.
Yes, sir! Yes, coach! Let's go!
This message is powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
Kanji. Oh, he's done brilliantly, Kanji. Bernardo Silva saved by Donnarumma. Grealish! 5 minutes into the second half. On as a substitute. And Jack Grealish makes it 1-0 to City. Grealish, oh, he tried to find Matheus Nunes, but Haaland turns it in. 2 goals in 3 minutes of silence, the Parc des Princes. Can you believe it? It's brilliantly done by Barcola. And he's got options as well, Barcola, and one of them's Dembele. And just 2.25 minutes later, Paris Saint-Germain are back in it. Doué against the bar, Barcola, 2-2. 2 goals in 3 minutes for City, 2 goals in 4 minutes for Paris Saint-Germain. And we're back level again. Well, the first half. Coutinho's ball in. Oh, he's unmarked. João Neves. 3-2. Well, all the intricacies of Paris Saint-Germain's play. And it's a ball into the box and a far post header that does for City. And now, Paris Saint-Germain lead. Well, they'll still have to win that game against Bruges. And it's offside against Gonzalo Ramos, but it's come off Guardiola, and it will be 4-2. Well, the Blues have to win against Bruges.
A disappointing night for Manchester City fans. Pep Guardiola himself, having to score 2-0 up and concede 4 in that game against the PSG. But he's also saying that this time you fail to win the last game, that means it is over. But this is not a time that Pep Guardiola and his team need to be dropping points or even losing a game. Looking at Manchester City's position on the UEFA Champions League log, 25th position on the Champions League new format log, failing to win enough games. This team has struggled to win 2 games out of 7 matches. Nobody saw that coming for a Manchester City that has won the UEFA Champions League before. Yes, the format is different, but for PSG moving to the 22nd position, Manchester City moving to the 25th position. Tough one. Good morning to you, sport fans. My name is Oladapo Kunubi. It is Kickoff Sports Show, live on your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 93.9 FM. Here, we talk everything sports, from the local to the foreign scene. Look at other sports as well. Yes, a disappointing outing for some of the teams in the NBA. Yes, most especially Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors also started better in the wee hours of today, but they met the mighty Sacramento Kings. Let's go straight, talk football, NBA, but take you back to Sacramento Kings' victory over Golden State Warriors.
You're in the midpoint of the season, game's so critical, and you're down bodies. Wiggins rebounding his own miss. But he's got another good look. And Buddy Hield drops in a 3. How many second chance points can you get? GP2 on Sabonis. Now, what I love about that is, Domantas Sabonis is a great player, but he's not what you would call defensive shot blocker in the lane. Buddy Hield knocked that away for the steal. Skip pass to Wiggins. Right wing 3. Perfect. That works. That's the ball movement you need. But it started with Buddy getting that steal. Wiggins time to set his feet. And that's where Andrew's been hitting threes. He's at 38% clip on the season.
You like that skip pass from one end of the court.
So Moses, the last 3 games, all double figures. 11, 13, and 13, and he's 9 for his last 19. Too strong.
Trying to make other people beat him.
Here's Monk, 100 miles an hour, and he will be fouled. So the Kings up 2. Curry, 3. Around and out. Wiggins touched it. And here comes Fox in full flight. Fastest man in the league. And Quentin Post will send him to the line. The free throws continue to pile up. Kings trying to put him away. And Fox right on cue. And Steve Kerr has to take the timeout. Steph driving and putting it up and in. Okay. 2-possession game. Kings leading clock here. Shot clock at 12. Monk down the lane to put it up and in.
There's going to be some weird games with the officiating. You can't put this one on the official.
Nope, it was the turnovers. Moody scoring inside. No need to foul now. The Kings are going to be 10-2 in their last 12 games. 7-0 at home under Doug Christie.
Crazy game, I tell you. For Golden State Warriors that they started the game like a house on fire on the road, losing 117 to 123 points against Sacramento Kings. Now let's look at more NBA results that were decided in the wee hours of today. Atlanta Hawks lost 104 to 114 points against Detroit Pistons. Brooklyn Nets broke their arms, lost 84 to 108 points against Phoenix Suns. Dallas Mavericks lost 114 to 115 points against Minnesota Timberwolves. Houston Rockets defeated Cleveland Cavaliers 109 to 108 points. Memphis Grizzlies defeated Charlotte Hornets 132 to 120 points. And for Oklahoma City Defenders, they defeated Utah Jazz 123 to 114 points. In overtime, Boston Celtics defeated host LA Clippers 117 to 113 points. Remember, the game between Milwaukee Bucks and New Orleans Pelicans got postponed, as we have the game going down tonight 8 p.m. in the NBA. Indiana Pacers taking on San Antonio Spurs. Well, remember, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM, to catch up with the show. Even after the show, you can still catch up, get info, update after the Kickoff Sports Show. But now let's also tell you more about some players in the NBA. What is happening to some of these players? Now, Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green has apologized for punching former teammate Jordan Poole, and says it is time to move on from the incident that fractured the Warriors' locker room more than 2 years ago. Green's latest apology came after Poole said Saturday he loves most of those guys over there, when asked about the warm reception he received in his return to Chase Center, the Warriors' home in San Francisco, as a member of the Washington Wizards. Alright, so now the Miami Heat, in the morning suspended star guard Jimmy Butler for 2 games. According to reports, Butler had plans to join the Heat on Wednesday night after missing the flight. According to reports, now Miami will be playing without him during his 2-game road trip at the Milwaukee Bucks and Saturday at the Brooklyn Nets. Moving away from that, and let's talk tennis this morning. Remember, games are going down. That's the semi-final of the WTA in the Australian Open. About the ladies, Paulo Bartoso will be in action against Arina Sabalenka by 9:30. That means in the next 22 minutes right there in Australia. However, by 11 o'clock, Polish tennis star Iga Swiatek will be up against Madison Keys. That is the situation. That is the fixture for today at the Australian Open. But remember, the quarterfinal yesterday was a tough one for Yannick Sinner, but still went on to beat Alex de Minaur 6-3, 6-2, 6-1. Well, a lot of people felt like this man, health-wise, he's not good enough, but he was able to shove that aside to move to the semi-final.
So in the end of after the match against Holger, we made some blood tests, some tests. They were all solid, all good. So sometimes it can happen that you just feel not that well in that day. Today I woke up feeling much better. I told my team straight away that I'm feeling good tonight. obviously playing not with the heat helps you, especially when you are not feeling that well. But today I felt well already, in the morning. I'm still not perfectly, but I'm not concerned in a couple of days that I should be fine. So, but when I went on court, I felt great, and this is just what my feelings were before the match. So.
Yannick Sinner speaking after his game yesterday. But remember, Yannick Sinner will be facing Ben Shelton in the ATP category of the semi-final of the Australian Open by 9:30 tomorrow morning. While 4:30, we have Novak Djokovic taking on Alexander Zverev in the first semi-final clash of the ATP category of the Australian Open. Moving away from tennis, let us talk Formula One this morning as Lewis Hamilton, remember, is now a Ferrari driver. Lewis Hamilton has described his first experience of driving a Ferrari Formula One car as one of the best feelings of his life. Hamilton got behind the wheels of the 2023 Ferrari F1 car on Wednesday at the Scuderia Ferrariano test track in front of around 1,500 fans, with his first lap caught by journalists and reporters. The 40-year-old's shock move to leave Mercedes and join Ferrari was announced 12 months ago, and his maiden run in one of their iconic red cars had been eagerly anticipated since then. Now, decisions are coming from organizers of the Formula One. FIA has introduced new guidelines which could see F1 drivers receive point deduction or a possible ban for misconduct violation, including swearing. Remember, some sanctions that came out last season. Max Verstappen was ordered to accomplish some work of public interest at the end of 2024 after using an expletive during a press conference at the Singaporean Grand Prix. The Grand Prix Driver Association GPDA called out FIA President Mohamed Ban Sulayem in November in response for Formula One's swearing saga, which the FIA did not respond to at the time. 9:11 is the time, live from Solutions 939 FM. It is Kickoff Sports Show. My name is Oladapo Kunubi. We have more updates for you. Let's go talk football.
You fit sabi dribble, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide-treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Martinelli who's testing it straight away, and it's Rice with a perfect finish to make it a perfect start for Arsenal.
The defence just backed off. Allowed the ball in the box and a little set down to Declan Rice, who was more than happy to tidy up things there, and he drills it into the back of the net. What a start for Arsenal.
Going down the left here with Martinelli. This ball in's a good one towards Havertz, who scores his fourth Champions League goal of the season. And it was put on a plate by Gabriel Martinelli. Flag stayed down here, Trossard in behind. His ball in's a good one, and Martin Odegaard is there to bundle home. He makes it 3 for Arsenal, and that makes absolute certain of it. The cherry on top at the end of a really encouraging European performance by the Gunners.
Well, Arsenal fans should be the happiest fans on the planet at the moment. Yes, getting that win last night against Dynamo Zagreb. Well, for Arsenal, now has placed the third on the UEFA Champions League new format log, and the last game will be on the road against Girona in Spain. 9:13 is the time where we'll still talk more about the UEFA Champions League, but let's talk about a Nigerian brother right there in Italy. Is Maduka Okoye. Well, he has been dropped from Udinese's list of registered players following an alleged betting irregularities. Okoye is under investigation for betting on his own yellow card in a Serie A clash involving Udinese and Lazio last March. The Nigerian international was booked for time wasting in the 64th minute of the encounter. Things are not really going well with Maduka Okoye. Remember, he got injured, ruled out last year till this year, and things are not really shaping up. But let's see if he can win this this whole case. But now, moving on, let us go straight to Norway this morning, where there is an update from the NFF there. That is the Norwegian Football Federation. Norway is set to become the first country to abandon VAR after 19 of its 32 clubs voted on Wednesday to scrap video refereeing in the country's top division. Now, following a 4-month consultation period involving clubs, players, and supporters groups, clubs from Norway's first and second tier voted on whether to scrap VAR, and the outcome of the vote led to a recommendation that the Norwegian Football Federation, NFF, rubber-stamped the result. The NFF is expected to make a final decision in March, although a report has it that the governing body could yet overrule the vote. Let's wait and see. We're going to break. We'll be right back.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Awenia Arena Event Center?
Awenia Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they'll work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Awenia Arena really nailed it.
Yes, they did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Liberty, Okado, Ibadan, or call 0809-360-7888 or 0706-899-4970 to book your event today. Awenia Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
bó ṣe wà yìí mo ti ní ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá nípamọ́ tí ọ̀gá náà bá wá sanwó fún mi lọ́la màá tún fi ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá mìíràn kún tí Ṣẹ́gun náà bá wá sanwó tó jẹ mí á jẹ́ pé màá tún fi ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá mìíràn kún bí ó ṣe máa lọ nìyẹn.
ọ̀gbẹ́ni èwo ni tí òun ka ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá tó ń ṣe látẹ̀ gangan àbí.
FCMB Millionaire promo ìkẹwàá ló máa tún ti dé mo ń ṣe ìṣirò oye tí mo máa fi pamọ́ tí yóò fún mi ní àǹfààní láti kópa jẹ̀bùn ìtorí pé ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá kọ̀ọ̀kan tí mo bá fi pamọ́ ó lè jẹ́ kí n jẹ̀bùn mílíọ̀nù tó pọ̀.
owó ṣáà ti fowó pamọ́ sínú àkáǹtì rẹ fọ́gbọ̀n ọjọ́ láyìí gbà èyí lè jẹ́ kó láǹfààní àti jẹ̀bùn mílíọ̀nù kan náírà yálà oníbàárà tuntun ló jẹ́ tàbí ìwọ tó ti wà pẹ̀lú wa tẹ́lẹ̀ láti ṣí àkáǹtì yìí rọrùn púpọ̀ ohun tó nílò àti ṣe ni kó tẹ *329# lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ tàbí kó dáwọ́lódù FCMB mobile lórí Google Play Store ńlọ bá tán àǹfààní yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kejìlá títí di ọgbọ̀njọ́ oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún 2025 bó o bá ṣe fowó pamọ́ sí iná àǹfààní ẹ̀bùn tó jẹ́ náà ṣe pọ̀ sí àmọ̀ràn tí o wípé àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Nine 7 is the time. Olayemi Alaska, good morning to you. Watching live on Facebook. Well, for Manchester City fans this morning, maybe I started by bashing you, but looking at how your team started, we were expecting a positive outcome from that one. Following this game is coming after a 6-0 victory over Ipswich Town. But Favor said it last week, if I could remember, I think it was on Monday, saying that, well, that was just initial gra from Manchester City. But we saw that against the PSG last night. But for Pep Guardiola, well, he wants his team to bounce back from that defeat, to go all the way, host Club Brugge at the Etihad Stadium, and nick the 3 points.
People suffer and the players suffer, and they were better. They were better in intensity to win duels, and of course we found our moment with 0-2 for the goals. But the first half they have one chance, they have two chances clear. When they had the ball, they drop us, but also when we could have the ball, always we created problems to them. But at the 0-2 and especially 1-2, we could not play. We could not. We had to play with the ball. They were better. Have an extra man in the middle for the false nine, and that's why it was difficult to cope, to jump. But they were better. We had to accept it. So We have the last chance at home against Bruges. We will do everything there. And if it's not, it's because we don't deserve it. So we have away tough games, but of course the game against Inter, especially in Feyenoord, to put it in that position. But it's not about just that. We can qualify, but we have to, of course, after that, you have to recover players and do it better. So it's simple as that. So they were better, have to accept it. In sport, it's like that.
Well, Pep Guardiola speaking there after the loss last night. Club Rouge, the next opponent of Manchester City, is 20th on the Premier League. On the UEFA Champions League log with 11 points. Manchester City is 25th, has got 8 points and a victory for Manchester City. We give Manchester City 11 points to move into that qualifier playoff position. Now, let's talk about a coach who put his team against Arsenal yesterday. That is Cannavaro. He attested to the fact that Arsenal was better than Dynamo Zagreb last night.
Is 3-0 is never is good, but I ask them to work together. I ask them to be compact. I ask them to stay involved in the game for 90 minutes. We considered the goal after 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It wasn't very tough after, and I asked them to play football. It was easy. In the second half, we tried to change something. The second half was much better, but of course, play against this kind of teams is not easy. But also very good teams, and we need to carry on to work like that.
Cannavaro there. Remember, it wasn't only Manchester City that suffered a disappointing result last night. Not only Dynamo Zagreb, the likes of Bayern Munich were also part of the teams that are lost last night, losing against Feyenoord. And should Bayern Munich had won that game, they would have had 15 points and been in that position of automatic qualification. But looking at teams in the auto qualification, Liverpool placed first, Barcelona that is placed second, Arsenal third, Inter Milan fourth, Atletico Madrid fifth, AC Milan sixth, Atalanta seventh, Bayer Leverkusen placed eighth. Those are the top 8 teams after the UEFA Champions League games are played on Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, tonight we'll be having the Europa League going down. Well, Manchester United will have to walk their socks off. Well, let's start with the coach of Manchester United this morning. Ruben Amorim has moved to clarify his comment in the aftermath of Manchester United's 3-1 loss to Brighton, in which he described his side as maybe the worst ever in the club's history. Amorim's comment came after watching them to slump to 6th home league defeat in 12 this season, and his focus was squarely on the collective rather than individuals. Well, he came out to say that, yes, he's a young man. He could be frustrated, and that was the reason he made that comment.
I was talking more for myself than from my players, because I was talking that, and you have to find out a coach that starts a job and lose 8 games, I think, 7 games in the first 10. So it's more for me. I was talking more about me than the players. I also talk in the same response about I was not helping my players. And if you look around, every time I speak, and I speak a lot, every time you push about the players are not good enough, I never put the spot on my players. So I understand. I gave you that headline. I'm frustrated.
Well, now, Manchester United will be at Old Trafford tonight against the Rangers of Scotland. The defender of the team, Harry Maguire, is sounding optimistic of saying that it's going to be a tough one, but the team now will have to get stronger against their opponent tonight.
No, I think we expect a tough game. We know they're going to come here and give everything. They're going to be followed with great support. And I think they've done extremely well in the competition. So, no, we expect a tough game, but I think our focus on ourselves, making sure that we perform on the back of a bad defeat at the weekend, and we'll go there with confidence that we can perform and get the 3 points.
9 o'clock at Old Trafford, Manchester United will be up against the Rangers. But looking at other games scheduled for tonight before the 9 o'clock games, have AZ Alkmaar taking on AS Roma by 6:45. Same time, Maccabi Tel Aviv is traveling to play Bodo Glimt. Olympiacos against FC Porto in Portugal. Fenerbahce will be in Turkey hosting Lyon. Hoffenheim will be in Germany hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Malmo FF hosting Twente. Victoria Plzen hosting Anderlecht. Karabakh hosts FCSB. And by 9 o'clock, Eintracht Frankfurt in Germany battles Ferencvaros. Nice will travel to Augsburg. Lazio hosts Real Sociedad. Ludogorets hosts Midtjylland. And Puak will be up against Slavia Praha. RFS hosts Ajax as Royal Union SG battles Braga. Wishing all the teams all the best. Now let's go straight to transfers as we bring in very soon. Favor Lawrence Ola looking at the headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. All right, now, well, updates we're getting live this morning is about Kyogo nearing £10 million as Celtic exits as Jota linked with return. Well, West Ham remain interested in a loan due for Evan Ferguson of Brighton and Hove Albion, while Tawa Wani of Nottingham Forest and Andrew Silva of RB Leipzig. The question is, will these players go to West Ham United? Looking at their form, well, West Ham will step up their effort to support Graham Potter this month with the new transfer export starting today. With reports we are monitoring. Well, we are also getting updates about Harvey Elliott. Well, Harvey Elliott has dismissed any notion of leaving Liverpool and vowed to deal with his recent lack of game time with patience. Well, with the form that players are in Liverpool, everybody is ready to play and give results. Well, runs are in advanced talk to sign Celtic forward Kyogo Furuhashi for around £10 million, according to a report. An offer is on the table with the possibility of Jota returning to Glasgow also being discussed separately. All right, this will be the convenient point to say goodbye on the show. And, well, tomorrow morning, Kickoff Sports Show will be back. Hakeem Adesho Dauda Atonsko. Good morning to you. So, well, there's this song that always makes me feel like, oh, maybe Favor Lawrence Ola has got someone who likes her name, right? So this is Favor by Lawrence Oyo. I hope Favor will be here, to follow the song. But remember, coming up in the next few minutes, it is from the dailies where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. My name is Oladakwa Okunubi. Like we always say, keep doing sports and stay safe.